Hey, what's up everyone? Sorry for the absence for the past week. I've not been feeling very good with my allergies. Out here in Arizona where I've been camping, it's been really windy, and all that little micro dust has been getting into like my nose and chest, and at night I just couldn't sleep at all, and so I was just feeling like crap every day and pretty unmotivated as far as getting stuff done. But I'm at this new campsite now. This place is insane. It's really just a beautiful area. I'm gonna try to pronounce this. I'll probably say it wrong, but I think it's called the Mogollon Rim, M-O-G-O-L-L-O-N, Mogollon, I think is how you pronounce it. Anyway, it's this rim in Arizona that's just absolutely incredible. And I've got my truck set up right here. Let me show you real quick. We'll do an interior tour of this shortly, because I'm actually not gonna go through with that topper. I decided not to do that. I just was like, you know, I'm gonna see what the new normal is like with the economy. And then once things normalize, I can pull the trigger again. But here's the campsite view where I'm at. So we're right on the edge of the rim here. And it's just amazing. I mean, it just drops literally straight off. I'm gonna adjust the camera and handheld here, so that way I can put this out over the edge without myself going over. But I mean, we're camping right on the edge of this right here. And it goes, you know, I think this rim goes along for like 200 miles, I think is what it does. And the sunset the other night, I'll put a photo up right now. The sunset looking this way was kind of over there just a little bit from in camp, but the sunset was absolutely incredible. I mean, it was like something out of a magazine that you would see, like a picture or something like that. Oh, one other thing I'm going to do for the back here, I'm taking this off because this was just kind of a experiment to see if I could put that on and then put an additional layer on the side. But it's, oh my gosh, cut. Whew. Sorry, I don't know, I had a little bit of heartburn from breakfast or something. But this was just an experiment, just to kind of make good before I figured out what I wanted to do. But I did finally figure out the swivel top on up here, and I'll explain that when I redo the sides. But I'm basically going to have the canvas is going to go right here. That's going to be the part that flexes up and down. That way I can still keep that waterproof with like some Scotch Guard or something like that. And then on the side here, I'm just going to do like a nice cedar siding. So something that's cool looking. I may even go with the darker wood, I don't know. But something that's definitely kind of rustic looking, so it has like a little bit of a cabin feel with it. Then I'm going to get a new awning and just kind of go with that for a while and keep rocking the simple setup. And then once the new normal gets into place, you know, we'll get that new topper. But over here, this was where I was thinking about setting up right here, but I'm glad that I didn't, just because the wind that comes up from this area is absolutely crazy. But it's the wind has changed directions today, so I think that I'm in good shape as far as not getting hammered with this wind. But you can see over here how these spines go down, like they cascade down here and then go down like that. And it's just this massive rim all the way around here. There's all these cool areas to camp and stuff. And then way out on the point over there, I was over there the first night that I got here, and it's just incredible, the views that are from all around. If we go over here, one thing I didn't show you, and it might not be the best lighting right now, but if it's not, then we'll come and check it out later in the day, and I'll post up a video. I have no idea where I left off there. But let's go over here. I want to show you the view from this area. I was going to set up right here and like have my truck right here, but it was just a little too close to the edge for my liking. And although this like, there's still another like ledge right here before it drops off into the abyss, I just didn't want to be this close to the edge because all this rock is like sloughing off. And so, you know, to put 5,000 pounds right here, I'm sure I'd be okay, but I just don't want to tempt fate. But the views from here are just absolutely incredible. Sarah, you want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk down over here. We're going to walk out a little ways, and we're going to look back towards this area. And then if we get back and there's no wind, then I'm going to get the drone up. The other day when I was doing it, there were all these birds that were dive bombing the drone. And we're Where you at? Go. Okay, you want to go on? You want to go on a walk? Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh boy. All these birds were dive bombing the drone, and so I was like, whoa. So I got to make sure I fly it in the sport mode so that it's fast. But we're gonna get some cool perspectives over here of the cliff and where the truck is located. Let's see if we can do this here. So I was just standing just right there, and you can see how it just drops off. And just the views from out here, I mean, it's so expansive and just goes on forever. And don't you know, during the rain, that's got to be a really cool waterfall coming off there, but I just wouldn't want to be around in the rain. This would be such a slurry mess as far as the ground is concerned. But let's go ahead and walk down here. Come on, girl, let's go. Hey, check it out. We got these little flowers blooming. They're coming up all over the place. Very cool. It's gonna start popping soon. All right, let's keep going, sweetie. Let's go out here to this point. Check out the views. Man, this is nice today. There's no wind whatsoever. It's been really windy the past couple of days. I was actually thinking today that if I woke up and it was windy again, that I was just gonna leave, go somewhere else where there was better protection. But I wanted to stick it out and see if maybe the wind would change direction. And so far, it's coming from over there, over this way, and then down into the valley. The last 2 days, it's been coming straight at the cliff and just rocketing up the cliff and just slamming into my camp. So I've been hanging out inside the truck topper pretty much all day for the last 2 days, and that's been kind of boring. But today is totally different. I mean, this weather is amazing. I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, man, it'd be incredible if there was like a 4x4 trail that came right out to the edge here, because this place would be amazing to set up a truck camping site. It's pretty flat right over here. Like a stone wall, but I think I was just seeing stuff. Oh yeah, look at this right here. This is amazing. Oh, can you imagine having this campsite and then having it to where this is your campfire ring right here, right on the edge of this? like, yeah, here's my campfire ring, and I'm looking out on this every night. That's amazing. And then our camp is right up over there on that ledge. This is a cool perspective though, because you get to see all these different veins that come down, these fingers that come down from this this rim. I can definitely see the birds are out. So we'll probably dive bomb the drone when I get it up here in a bit. Let's go over here, sweetie. Let's go check out the other side. Wow. Alright, stay over here, sweetie. Don't go towards the edge. You'll give me a heart attack. Oh, okay, so it goes out over here. It's pretty vast looking out there, isn't it, sweetie? So I'm really loving this camp because I've got full shade all day, but the problem is I'm not getting any sun on my solar panel there. And so I've been running the inverter, which you know, isn't ideal, but puts in about 160 watts of continuous power, and that's been keeping me going. My energy needs aren't much because since I'm in the shade, my refrigerator's staying nice and cold, and so are all of the items in there. But what I want to do is I want to be able to have it to where if I want to set up in sun and have my truck be in the sun, then I can do that. But you know, it's getting to that time of year to where every place is pretty warm except for above like 9,000 or 10,000 feet. And so what I decided to do was I ordered 2 new solar panels, but I thought, well, I don't think I want to go that route because it would still be attached to the top of my truck, and I want to have something that I can set out in the sun but be parked in the shade. And so I've got a 100-watt foldable, like suitcase style panel coming from Renogy. So I'm excited for that. I've been using the 100-watt panel on the top of the roof rack, and it's been working out really well. I'm really pleased with it. The only thing is sometimes I do get a little bit of shade on just with the way it's mounted. One of the areas down there at the base or up at the top will get a little bit of a shadow cast from the crossbar, from the Mega Warrior roof basket. But for the most part, it always pulls in like 90 to 100 or 90 to about 97 watts, depending on you know, how I'm positioned in the sun. But what I want to do is be able to set up like this and be in the shade all day long, and then have my panel just set up over here to the side. You know, I could have it just be out here in the sun, and then adjust it throughout the day as necessary to have it pipe into you know, the battery here. Another thing I'm going to do is that I've got these adapters up here. Let me see. It's I kind of jammed it in there, but there it goes. Got these adapters here, and I'm just going to get one that's where I can get 2 panels going into 1 cord. So I've got that adapter coming. So that way, if I am set up in the sun, then I want to do like a really good charge, then I can use the panel on top, and I'm going to reposition it just a tad, just to make sure that it's getting full sun. So I'm going to mount it up a little bit higher. But I could use the panel on the roof and then also the foldable panel and pull in close to 200 watts of power, which would be great. So that would be plenty for me just to stay put for a long time. And that's my whole goal of doing all these different upgrades for the truck. So, you know, the solar, the battery, you know, the bumper that's coming that I purchased, that's being made right now, with the swing out, with the drop down table, and the 2 jerry cans and a 5-gallon propane tank, like all that's so I can stay out longer. And that's what I want. So but I think what I'm going to do is get the drone out and fly it a little bit, and then I'm going to come in here. Oh, I did want to say, let me show you my view from the inside that I wake up to every day. It's epic. All right, so climbing inside here. So what I'll do is I'll set up to where I'll have, like, you know, my drone and all that stuff and computer stuff over here. I can lay up against this area here and hang out, and then this is my view that I wake up to in the morning. Like, it's insane. Let me shut this window. I'll wake up. I've got these little, you know, blackout shades that I put over here that Velcro on. Once I take those off, though, it's like I wake up and I look out on this, and it's like, yep, that's an excellent way to start the day. And then you get out of the topper and you go out to the point out there where I was having breakfast this morning, and this is just an amazing sight. And there's no one coming by. It's kind of gnarly to get here on this 4x4 trail, just because there's a couple different ledges that have some rocks that jut out that look kind of ominous. So people just aren't coming up. I haven't seen anybody for 3 days now. So I think I'm going to stay 2 more days as long as this weather holds and it doesn't get super windy. But if it gets really windy again, I may take off, just because, like yesterday, I had 9 hours of just continuous, just crazy strong wind, and I don't want that again. So, but anyway, it's kind of recap of what I've been up to, where I'm at right now, why I've been absent, and let's go get this drone in the air and see some cool aerial footage. Hopefully those birds won't try and take it out.